Hi everybody, Unlucky Artist here, and today I'm going to be looking at a new hero quest in Save the World to get the Autumn Queen. So this is a series of quests, and I guess once we get to the end then we'll get this new hero, the Autumn Queen. These quests need to be completed in a zone called the Autumn Foothills, and it appears in everywhere from Plankerton upwards. So I'm in Twine Peaks here. You can see the mission I'm hovering over is an Autumn Foothills mission, but you'll get those in Canny Valley, you'll get them in Plankerton. You don't get them in Stonewood, and you don't get them in this season of Ventures, Mild Meadows Ventures, although I understand that they did appear at the end of the Flannel Falls Ventures. So maybe this time next year we'll be getting them in Flannel Falls. So I'm just going to load into a mission, a resupply mission, and get started on the first quest. Okay, so I've just loaded into this Autumn Foothills, and the first thing I notice is that the sound effects have like this cool kind of reverb on them. So it's an interesting atmosphere for sure. And these are these big giant roots that we need to destroy in order to get our quest. So as you can see, I brought an Outlander with a punch. It's basically as easy as that. You just find a tree root and you destroy it. So I'm going to keep going with that, and I will come back to you when I get to the end of the quest. Okay, so finish that mission. What I would say is there's not as much stuff to search in the Autumn Foothills as you would think. I found quite a lot of the herbs weren't searchable, and so I was really scrambling to get those 30 items searched in 10 minutes. But I finished the mission, and let's have a look at what the rewards are. So this is the quest on the Autumn Queen questline, Back to Your Roots, and we get some hero XP and some gold. Not very much of either, to be honest, but what it does allow us to do is to go on to the next item in the quest. So that is the harder they fall. Eliminate 10 mist monsters in the Autumn Foothills. So I'm going to go find an easy enough quest to do in the Autumn Foothills. We got this refuel the home base. I'm not a big fan of that mission. This should be quite easy to find 10. So let's go. Alright, so I found a smasher and an underground bunker here. Here we go. You can see on the left my quest is updated. It says I've now killed 1 of 10 mist monsters. What I would say about this zone is that there's loads of really strange buildings here. It's a really strange mixture. You know, you got kind of high tech, and then you got the sort of bizarre like stone circles and giant mushrooms. Yeah, kind of interesting actually. It's designed very much like the tropical zone in that the map stops at the sea rather than the map stopping like at a cliff, which is where it stops in the kind of original zones. And so I think it might have been sort of based on the template of the tropical zone, but just with a few little differences in terms of the lookout and so on. So I'm going to build some towers, kill some mist monsters, and then I'll check back in at the end of the quest. Okay, so second quest finished, and let's have a look at what the rewards are for this one. That wasn't it. Here we go, the harder they fall. So again, we got some training manuals. It's a nice reward for people who are in the process of leveling up all their stuff. Their heroes, survivors, defenders, all of those use a ton of training manuals, some gold as well. And we've then got a new hero quest, and that is Leaf No Man Behind. Help rescue 9 of your fellow troop members who have gotten stranded across the Autumn Foothills. So, this is best completed in a Rescue the Survivors mission. I don't think there was one in Twine, so I'm going to go have a look in Canny and Plankerton. So here we go, Survivors in Plankerton. Okay, so that mission's done, and it wasn't too difficult to get 9 survivors. This is the rewards. You get 15 rain and 50 gold. So again, we haven't got amazing rewards, but hopefully it's going to bring us closer to the Autumn Queen. Now, what I would say about the Autumn Foothill Zone is that it seems like the Tropical Zone, like Hexylvania, some of those other zones, it doesn't seem to spawn a huge number of survivors. We had to really scour the map to get all 15 of them. Whereas if you go into a regular zone, you kind of find 15 really easily, even before you've uncovered the full map. So that's just something to watch out for if you think you're going to do a quick rescue the survivors in there. In the Autumn Foothills, it might not be as quick as you think it's going to be. So let's have a look at what the next quest is. Queen Sweep. Okay, so here we get the Autumn Queen. Prove your scouting skills and locate a new secretive hero by fully exploring an Autumn Foothills map. So it shouldn't be too difficult. All we need to do is uncover the full map. Alright, so here I am in an Autumn Foothills map, and you can see it's all grey. I need to get it not grey, and then I'll get a little notification that tells me I've fully explored the zone. Alright, here we go. Here is the Autumn Queen, epic hero. Her tagline, the husk harvest is at hand. Very funny. And I'm presuming that, yeah, you can see the hero quest completely gone from my quest log now, so that is all that we need. So let's have a look at this new hero. She is, I'm presuming, a soldier, because her perk has to do with shockwave, I think. So yeah, if you have a look, her standard perk is that an additional shockwave activates from your tamed pet when used. So basically, you shockwave, your pet shockwaves too. And commander perk, an additional shockwave activates from your tamed pet when used. Your pet enters frenzy for 1.5 seconds for each enemy damaged by its shockwave, causing it to move and attack 50% faster. So essentially it's just more damage from the pets, which I guess, you know, might be fun to do. So let's try it. First I'm going to level her up. I'm going to increase her rarity to gold, because that just gives her more health points and so on. And I think she would probably be good in a shockwave loadout. So I'm going to go create a shockwave loadout for her now. Okay, so this is the shockwave loadout I've come up with. In all honesty, it's not that great. That's because shockwave isn't a super great ability to build a loadout around in the end game. If you're playing in Plankerton or Canny or whatever, then this would be absolutely fine and you'll be fine with it. But so the whole point of this loadout is to get as many shockwaves as possible. So using Happy Holidays and Doppler effect, it decreases shockwave cooldown to about 12 seconds. And then power impact increases the shockwave radius, so it gives it more. You could use explosive entrance. I find it doesn't do a huge amount of damage, so it's always worth it. Then I've added in two wildlife perks, Vital Bond, which is a healing, heals the wildlife, and Debilitating Bite, which makes the wildlife add vulnerability. That's like the opposite of wall weakening, so we make the husks, the wildlife makes the husks vulnerable for then me to kill the husks basically. And then Survivalist is just to add some health. Nonetheless, this is not a particularly tanky build. I'll probably die a lot. But yeah, let's give it a go. So in Twine, there's an Encampments, I think, up at the top. So this is a 140 Encampments. What I would say is it's a really nice skin, the Autumn Queen. I'd main her just for the skin alone, but you can buy the skin in BR and then use it if you like the look of her, but you don't particularly want to play the character. Okay, so first step, you have to get yourself some wildlife, otherwise it's not going to work.
This encampment is not active.
So here we go, got myself a wolf, let's go do an encampment together. Yeah, I mean, if this effect is happening, I'm not seeing it happening with the, like, it's not a visual effect with the wolf.
15 minutes to complete
I'll try and do it again where we can see the wolf. Yeah, he didn't seem to do anything there. So I don't know whether the perk is bugged or it's just not a visual perk. No, he doesn't do anything. And it doesn't seem to show at all on him. So he knows. Let's go and have a go at the encampment together. Or maybe just this little quest up here. Nope, I don't know.